I am Dr. Sonia S. Kanetkar with lesson number 19 of Parenting Teens with Love. I hope you enjoyed my lesson 18 regarding sex, gender, and sexuality. This is in continuation with that because I have to make a small video so that you all see it properly. So, this is also a 5 minutes video. Please be with me till the end and you will understand and you will be able to save many problems for yourself. So, here it is. So I have already told in my last video how is sex determined. It is determined at birth and you all know it. Then gender sense develops by the age of 3 to 4 years. Sexuality means sexual orientation. Adult sexuality takes form in childhood. And now, most important, what I'm going to deal with in this video is so, what affects the sexuality in this adolescent phase? Many parents are getting worried now with all the social media, all the movies, all the various media, newspapers depicting lots of different sexual orientations. So here it is, people and public and parents, sexual orientation is not a matter of choice. This is a clear message of medical science. So what exactly happens? You must have seen that there are a lot of teenagers who are now doing a lot of experimentation with their sexuality, and they are seeing in the movies, a lot of movies, they are seeing acceptability of different orientations. The social media is showing the law itself is changing. Various countries are allowing various sexual orientations. There are legal marriages between same gender people, and there are a lot of other things happening in this world. So what is happening? We need to understand, dear parents, we need to understand times are changing, and so the media influence is very, very important. It is revealed by a study in statistics in Time magazine and CNN. Then 74% of teenagers in United States have accepted that their main source of sexual information were two: friends and peers, and also the media in any form, whether it is internet, TV, movies, social media, chat rooms, porn sites. All these are what are teaching our teenagers about sex and about sexual orientation. And only 10% name their parents or a sex education class to be helping them in their education about sexuality. So you have to understand this, that when a teenager sees a movie, he is most impressionable. So please be careful when a teenager is watching a movie or is looking at some websites. You have to be observant, because this is the factor which is really important, and it will guide the sexuality of a teenager. There are many other factors. I am going to deal with them in short, because there are prenatal environmental factors like genetics, anatomical, and hormonal effects are there. Then there are normal hormonal variants, as we say, that because of certain syndromes in children, it can affect their hormonal balance, and they can be, a girl can go towards a male orientation, some things like that. Then gender dysphoria, that means a girl in a boy's body or a boy in a girl's body. These are kind of things which can happen because of hormonal problems. Then there are factors relating to environment at our home. How is the relationship between the parents? How are they romantically placed? The family, how they treat homosexualism or how they treat the sexual orientation. What are the stories told in the childhood? Parenting is very important. Like, for example, if there is a very dominant mother, and that the girl, now then in that case, gets the boy in that case, who is having a mother who is very strict, gets pushed towards the males. So these things can happen. There have been research which proves such a thing. Then education and circumstances. For example, in IIT and all, it has studies have been done where homosexualism was more because of the non-availability of the other gender, and such things are there. Then social factors, social norms still today, they were guiding the sexuality a lot, because in society only heterosexualism was accepted. But now, as the laws are formed, the other kinds of sexual orientations are also getting accepted. So this is going to be a challenging task. Cultural factors, how we perceive the culture, how the culture affects our sexuality. This really matters. Religion teaches us the way of life, and how it affects our mind, our teenagers' mind, really matters. And it also makes a little bit of sexual orientation. It depicts the way our teenagers are going to be oriented. Then there are other factors like philosophical factors, like thought process of the individual, what they have read books, they have read in during the education, or they have been affected by certain things. All this matters to push them towards a certain type of sexuality. Moral, the childhood experiences. If you see the children who are abused, during childhood, they have a different kind of orientation. Then ethical issues are also there, which can really affect the norms of an individual, especially in a teenage. If how the ethics has been taught to the teenager, or how things have happened to him ethically during his childhood, or during his teen period, or in adulthood, all these will guide the sexuality of an individual. So this is all about the factors. The factors are very many, and we have to be really ready for the times where we will find people of various sexual orientation, and we must learn to accept the orientations, because medically they are not in an individual's hand. And so please remove many myths from your mind, and please help the teenagers to get the best of the orientation what they can get. Thank you so much, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to it. Thanks a lot.